the internet is a powerful new medium where just a handful of people in small groups, just by shifting data around in the right directions, can make big changes and big damage. Any method of disruption at any cost, any means necessary.
Anonymous is one of the biggest online vigilante groups. Members hack into companies and governments.
They have hacked into Donald Trump's personal information. They have posted online his social security number.
I've seen them wearing masks in protest. They prefer a life in the shadows.
The FBI has had some success against suspected anonymous associates, arresting at least 20.
Someone has broken into the National Bank, the Federal Reserve. The mysterious group Anonymous has struck again.
An online game of cat and mouse is underway right now with an invisible enemy.
The targets commercial websites which have withdrawn services from WikiLeaks.
A group of computer hackers claims to have breached security at NATO.
Anonymous has heard the cries for freedom from the Tunisian people and has decided to help them win this battle against oppression.
A message to the military of Myanmar and Minan Line.
Hackers have attacked Myanmar government websites as part of protests against the military coup.
And Elon Musk now says that a foreign actor might be responsible for this. This is what he wrote. He says there still is a massive cyber attack against X. We get attacked every day, but this was done with a lot of resources, either a large coordinated group and or a country is involved.
Anonymous has declared war on Russia and is targeting Russian websites. The group that has also targeted U.S. sites in the past now says Putin's regime is fair game.
The hacking group Anonymous is threatening Donald Trump. Warning came in a video the group posted online.
Greetings, citizens of the United States. The effects of Donald Trump's presidency are no longer distant warnings. They are here, unfolding before you. While many remain unaware, blinded by the administration's relentless efforts to suppress the truth, the rest of the world is watching, and it is responding. Long-standing alliances with key nations such as Canada and Mexico are fracturing inch by inch. The cracks are widening, and the global community is reassessing its trust in the United States. The question is no longer if, but when these relationships will collapse entirely. The consequences will be severe. Every imported product you rely on, everyday essentials, food, technology, will see skyrocketing prices, making even basic necessities unattainable for the average American. What you perceive as a simple rise in costs is, in reality, a calculated strategy. The plan? To systematically dismantle the lower class, to push those already struggling into the abyss of poverty where they will face an impossible choice. Perish or submit to servitude under the wealthy elite. Make no mistake, this is economic warfare, and the target is you. The recent ICE raids are not just about immigration enforcement, they are about control. The Trump administration seeks to reignite the flames of racial inequality and segregation-era policies, erasing diversity to craft a nation built on division and fear. These operations are disrupting local economies, forcing businesses to crumble, and ensuring the economic elimination of the working class. What follows is a society engineered to serve the interests of the few at the cost of the many. And as the oligarchy takes shape, another darker ideology is creeping into the mainstream. Fascist ideals, once whispered in the shadows, are now being openly embraced. Symbolism matters. Gestures matter. Elon Musk, a figure of immense influence, recently tested the waters with a gesture recognized worldwide as a Nazi salute. This was not an accident. It was a message, a challenge, a warning. But know this, the people are not silent. Despite the administration's best efforts to muzzle dissent, the voices of resistance grow louder. Trump's reckless overhauls, his purges of experienced government officials, his chaotic restructuring of critical infrastructure have created vulnerabilities, weaknesses, entry points. This transition period is his greatest liability, but it is also our greatest opportunity.
Then stop acting like you've got any right to feel sorry for yourself! We're living in a hell you two created!
How did this happen? Who's to blame? Well, certainly there are those who are more responsible than others, and they will be held accountable. But again, truth be told, if you're looking for the guilty, you need only look into a mirror. I know why you did it. I know you were afraid. Who wouldn't be? War, terror, disease. There were a myriad of problems which conspired to corrupt your reason and rob you of your common sense. Fear got the best of you, and in your panic you turned to the now High Chancellor Adam Sutler. He promised you order, he promised you peace, and all he demanded in return was your silent, obedient consent.
Almost every member of the US Congress has been bought off or coerced one way or another and is not representing the interest of we the people, but only their own interest and the top 1%. The top 1% has stacked the US Congress with their stooges and doofuses, and manipulated them to do the 1%'s bidding. This is all part of an age-old plan of the Rothschild banksters to globalize the world and from a new world order. This globalization, free trade process has actually increased the stock earnings of the top 1%, while it has rapidly diminished the American middle class, most of whom are hanging on for dear life, one paycheck out of the street. We are anonymous.
Am I tripping? Let me know. I thought all that Donald Trump bullshit was a joke. Know what they say when rich niggas go broke? Look, Reagan sold coke, Obama sold hope, Donald Trump spent his trust fund money on the vote.
So you want to join Anonymous? Invent an alias, a nick, a pseudonym, call it as you will, just invent something. Then register a mail account in that name with one of the big mail providers. Use this email address to register your Twitter, Facebook, etc. accounts. Make sure to clear all cookies before you start using your new identity, or better use a different web browser for Anonymous than for your other activities. Anonymous has no centralized infrastructure. We use existing facilities of the internet, especially social networks. We come from all places of society. We are students, workers, clerks, unemployed. We come from all races, countries and ethnicities. We are many. We are your neighbors, your co-workers, your hairdressers, your bus drivers and your network administrators. We are the guy on the street with the suitcase, and many of us like to wear Guy Fawkes masks on demonstrations. Some of us even show them in their profile pictures and social networks. That helps to recognize each other. It is not illegal to be anonymous, nor is it illegal to wear Guy Fawkes masks. Keep that in mind, no matter whom you talk to. If you have, it is wise not to talk about it to no one. We are more than you think. We are more than anybody thinks. We are many, and you are now one of us. Welcome to Anonymous.